Growing up, I had it rough. Was homeless at one point, and just worked. Got out of the rut, found a house, house burnt down, was homeless again. So I've been to where we had nothing, or the family had nothing, and my main goal is to make sure that my kid and my wife has never have to worry about that at all, ever, not even a little bit. So that's pretty much my drive, to make sure my kid doesn't go through the stuff I've went through. You know, we actually had to sleep outside and rain. You know, in the front cab of a pickup truck in a snowstorm, sleeping, trying to keep warm. Been the pretty bad spots. The whole job situation here, it's rough. It's rough. I mean, even for people who have been in industries that are trying to find, work doing the same thing they were doing. I mean, you have to start from scratch all over again. You have to be the guy on the bottom of the totem pole and work your way up again. It's not like there's not jobs out there. There are jobs out there, but jobs that can allow you to pay the bills, and not have to work the second or third job. That's the problem right there.
You see your neighbors, so she says sometimes if they can just get people physically out of the environment, if that's possible, into a different environment just for a short period of time, it just makes. One of the things I talk with when I describe qualitative research is that, quantitative research tells us what, but qualitative research tells us why. That's also probably why I'm so passionate about stories. I know that we need the quantitative data. It's so important to see how many people are impacted and to really be able to calculate things like incidence and prevalence rates. But I think we strip away a bit of humanity if we don't know the stories behind these things, if we don't know how people even come to experience some of the things that they encounter.
As a single parent, living check to check is always difficult. And, not having a way to get child support or, familial support or any of those kind of things has always been a struggle, but I've, worked as many hours as I needed to. Then I got sick. I had some random weird virus, what we thought, and I went to the hospital several times. Getting to the point where I was so weak, I had no energy, I could hardly get up and function because I was dehydrated. That definitely had a big impact on my performance at school. I did the best that I could, and I still did really well, but then to find out that I missed the mark by 1.27 points was devastating. Being able to know that I met the mark, that I finished, that I graduated and reached that part of my goal is a huge success. So completing the program is a huge deal. There are so much more opportunities as an RN that you don't have as an LPN. Working less, making more, having more time for family, being able to provide for them easier. I want to give them the world, like any parent, and I've just always had these limits that, once I get my RN and I have more opportunities and in advancement and, of course, making a better salary, then I can expand those limits and just give them more time and more opportunities just for them as well.
So one of the things that I teach about and write about and research are the social determinants of health. And what does it mean for people to have equitable access to opportunities, but also a livelihood that is advantageous for them. That sounds very wordy, but what does it mean to move beyond, oh, you have health insurance, that is enough, that box is checked, to really thinking about, even if a person goes to college, earns a degree, and secures a job, if they are a first-generation college student, they're facing so many other barriers than any other student would face, even once they've secured a job. And so when I talk about health and health disparities in particular, we try to encourage our students at UNCW to think about the multiple layers that factor into people being able to have a livelihood and to provide for their families.
Before this, I was working 50, 60 hours a week to try to save up for the program. And I still probably work from about 5 o'clock to about 2 o'clock-ish every day, Friday and Saturday nights. Just taking care of a house, trying to stay on top of studying, trying to take care of a truck. It's a lot, man. Kind of wakes you up as far as what life's got in store for the future. It makes that graduation date seem a little bit sweeter and sweeter, for sure. I thank God that I got lucky enough to be one of those people that found something they enjoy to do. For me, when I think of being a lineman, I think of living somewhere where I want to live, going to work, and some of the views we're going to see are absolutely just amazing. Imagine climbing a telephone pole on the Blue Ridge Parkway while the sun's rising. It's really kind of a sense of self-gratification and knowing that one day you are going to be somebody's superhero. And I think that whether these guys realize it or not, I think that's why all of us are out here. When tornadoes come through, hurricanes come through, and lights are off, heats are off, kids are hungry. You see the line trucks pull up. People got tears in their eyes. It's a different kind of feeling when you know that you just being there is making somebody's day better. And that's why I've been chasing it. I've just been blessed enough to have had the experiences and the jobs that I've had to kind of help make it more visualized in my head, and what and how to do to help other people. That's a large part of the reason why I want to help the future students. If I have no other legacy apart from helping others, I'm okay with that.
If we really are honest, if we really, really do want to know what's happening in our communities, if we really are committed to helping people have those dreams again, move from mere survival to thriving, and really invest in our communities, this can have a huge impact. It can give us the type of things that we've talked about, something that not only uplifts a family, but then it overflows into that community and then for generations to come.